Hello, John.
Hi, Raymond. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so you got streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah, I just set it up and let me put the, I want to test that too.
Okay.
Hi.
Your image is a little bit foggy. Hi, Ethan.
Hello?
Hi, Ethan.
Hi.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is a new camera I'm testing, so I'm going to return the camera.
Let me see here.
Okay.
So I guess one of the things, so right now, are you the host?
Right now I'm the host. I'm waiting for Yilei to join in so I can make him the host.
To make him the host?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do. Okay, Pastor Wong is here. Yilei is here.
Oh, you mean Norman is here? Okay.
Norman's here, yes.
Yeah, he's not a pastor.
Oh,
He's a deacon at our church, like
Okay.
really.
I think I met him before.
You probably did. Hi, Lay. Hi, Norman.
Hello, everyone.
This is Raymond,
Hey everyone.
Hi.
and this is Ethan, Raymond's son.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so
I want to see Raymond, but I think,
Raymond's image is a bit foggy.
yeah,
I need to replace my camera, so bear with me for one moment. Just in case, I have put a link in the chat. That is the YouTube link for live stream.
Okay.
So we can actually test it out if we want to.
I mean, right? Okay, so okay, I see what you're saying.
you're putting the chat window?
So bear with me for one moment.
Okay.
Just in case, I have put a link in the chat. That is the YouTube link for live stream.
Okay.
So we can actually test it out if we want to.
Yeah, I see that right now.
Test it out.
You're right. Okay, so right. Okay, so I see.
You're
I see.
putting the chat window?
Okay, I have put a link. Link for live stream. So we can actually test it out.
I see that right now. I see that right now.
You're putting the chat window? There's a lot of echo.
I think there's a lot. There's a lot of.
And Ethan, if you're both in the same room, it may get a lot of echo.
No, I'm in a different room.
Okay, all right.
Get back to Zoom.
Okay, so I'm back.
Okay, good.
Actually, the first thing is, John, do we really need the YouTube live?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Which subscription
Probably
did you buy?
Hmm?
You buy a subscription?
we don't need to, but we find out that I cannot schedule the YouTube link. It has to be just in time. That
No,
I cannot create a link after we started the meeting.
Okay.
So I think by that time it's too late to send it
So you
to
create a
everybody.
subscription, right? You set a what's it called, a webinar, right? Webinar option.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a webinar option.
Okay.
But you Raymond, you got the 500 participants subscription, right?
I do actually. I find out that in order for us to use the translation service,
Yeah.
I need to be in the business tier instead of just the professional tier.
So how much did you pay for that?
Don't worry, let's talk about that later.
Okay. All right. I guess it's only good for a month, right?
It's a month anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I wish I can borrow my client's account for it, but no.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you. We'll talk about money later.
Yeah.
I guess this dry run is just to kind of get a sense of how it would actually run from the technical standpoint. I don't have all the video clips, but I have enough along with the PowerPoint slides that I think I shared with everyone. So that, and I also shared a sort of a Google Doc document about how it would look in terms of order. When would we have live people and when we would have video clips? Did you all see that?
Yeah, actually, I didn't get a chance to look at it. I'll take a look. So then-
I shared, it's a Google Drive doc and I shared it with you guys.
I saw.
it's,
I only saw the program. Do you have any content in there?
It's let me go back and see what it says. It's based. This is a
it's a
called-
Word document.
it's called the Memorial Service Program Order Draft. I shared it with Lay. It was this afternoon. I shared it with
Yeah, I see.
Lay, Raymond, Norman.
I see the the Word document, like a document, Google Doc, right? Is that what you have?
Mhm. Yes.
Google Doc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google
So
Docs.
it goes down. It goes down the list with slide 1, cover, slide 2, win-win, video clip.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
So
All right. When will you have all the video clips, and how do you want to like combine them?
well, so that's one of the questions I would like to address. You know, how do right now I'm trying to gather all the appropriate video clips in Google Doc. Is it a better place to put it somewhere else than that?
If it works for everyone you collect from, I think that's fine. And we just need to combine them, and then
I think the idea is to combine everything into one PowerPoint file, right?
either
And then we can.
file, yeah, depend on the format. We have to depend on what.
Are you saying is you mean like for every PowerPoint you go ahead and put the video recordings into the PowerPoint?
Yeah, you can do that. That's one way to kind of combine the video. You can embed a video into the PowerPoint, then play the video. But it's gonna be pretty large, actually, right? Because all the videos.
Well, I guess if we if I leave it as if I leave it as a I guess I could. I mean, if I leave it in Google Drive, that should be able to be okay, right?
Thanks.
Let me see. Where do
Yeah, you
how much-
can leave it in Google Drive.
How much do you
John.
have now?
You can leave it there.
Okay, so if I okay, so look.
So let me show you how it works. Can you make me a co-host, Raymond?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, there we go. Okay, you guys can see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so what you can do is you can go up here. If you open it with like Google Slides, even though
Yeah.
it's PowerPoint,
Yeah.
right, you can make it like a presenter, right? And you can present it from this view. You can also make it a presenter view. And what we'll do is pop up with this, and you can move that aside, right? And then what will happen is you can just keep on going the different slides.
But who is driving? I don't think John is John, are you gonna drive the slides or is that Norman?
Well, I don't think I should be the one. I mean, I could, but does it make sense for me to do the drive, to
No.
do it, or to have someone
No, probably
else?
not. We can help.
I think Yulei agreed to control the flow. Are you?
Okay. All right, I can do that.
Yeah, I believe on that day when the meeting started, I'll make Yulei the co-host so he can control the tempo of the program.
Yeah, we need to decide because if I'm a co-host, we need some people to sort of monitor the participant, right?
Yes, and I think I can do that.
Talk about a co-host.
You can make a couple people co-hosts. You can make me co-host as well.
Yeah, I can make as many as 10. So
Yeah.
anybody
So you can make me co-host, make Leah co-host, because the only time that I need to be, talking is on the, welcome and evocation,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And then I pass on to. Oh, I put it in the slides on your slides on your agenda one, whether you want to put a prayer in between.
In between what?
In between, like the evocation, like the welcome, I'll go and do the welcome. Then before we sing the hymn, do you want to put a prayer in between? Like
Invocation means prayer.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do the prayer, or someone
Yes.
is gonna do the prayer.
You're doing the prayer.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we need to.
I thought I was gonna do the welcome, and then somebody else was gonna do the prayer.
Sorry, I didn't make that very clear. Invocation means prayer.
Okay.
So you will do both.
Okay. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking more like an elder, having an elder to do the prayer.
No, I spoke with Isaac. I did not want either any of the elders be involved
Okay. Okay.
on the
I
Chinese.
didn't know that, so that's why I'm asking.
Sorry,
No.
you've been chosen, and
I feel special. I'm the chosen one.
yeah, you've been chosen, so live with it.
No worries. I can do that. I can write up.
Do I have a seat? Do I have this slide? Let me see. My memory service slides. Okay, I got it.
Well, I shared with all of you the slides, so it's just a function of me adding the additional slides for the video.
I don't remember seeing that slide.
Huh?
I don't remember seeing the slide.
I shared. It's also a Google Drive link.
You can go to drives.google.com
Okay.
and look at the shared with me. I think John shared.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
it's
I can paste it inside. You might not have the. Have to do this. Yeah.
I have a folder because I actually let me see if I open it. I tried to open it, but
So
if you open up Google
Okay,
Slides,
I got
you
it.
have to open up. You have to go in Google Drive, open up Google Slides, then you should be able to see all of that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, paste it in. You should have it now in the chat. If you don't have access, just request, and you should be able to get to it.
So let me see. So maybe what I'll do, I'm going to try to do something here. Insert.
欢迎与祈祷.
Insert
Okay.
new slide.
Let's do this, John. Let's
Yep.
go through the slides and your order of service.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So your order of service. I'll pull it onto one side so we can do this. Your order of service is first one is slide cover. So who's gonna run the slide? That's will be my question.
Right. Who's going to run the slides? Good question.
Okay.
I'm assuming it cannot be.
We need to designate one. Yeah. We don't.
Right.
We have to get that. Yeah.
So when do you want to run the slide? Right at the beginning of the service, just by itself. How are we gonna time this?
Okay. So I guess my thing is that if I were to go ahead and put in all the videos into the PowerPoint slides, then you just run it right through. But keeping in mind that where there are spots where they're going to be live people, then the people, the host or co-host will have to zoom in the right people.
Correct. That's fine. I mean, like because there would have to be co-hosts as well because they have to present
Right.
live people, and that's
So-
how it works. And then what happens is when you're doing that is you see my screen here, right? There's a pause button, right? Or you stop sharing, right?
Do you have so Norman, do you have two screens that I think
Yeah, I
you
do.
can just run this. I mean, you could talk and run the slide. That's not.
I could.
I just say if we have multiple people trying to coordinate,
Yeah.
that would be a little make actually more trouble than.
I think we should have
Oh,
only
yes.
one people controlling the slide because yeah, it will bring in
And
confusion.
talk. So you can
That's true.
talk and you can do the slide.
Yeah, I can do that. So
Okay.
let's do this. Let's talk about the order of things first, right? The beginning of it, when just say 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, we
11 o'clock.
start. Where do we see ourselves in? Do we
So-
start with one slide and no music? What do you
Yeah.
want to do?
So, well, here's the thing. So at 11 o'clock, so the schedule is at 11 o'clock. Okay. Alright.
Before 11 o'clock, people will be coming in before 11, right? Do you
Yeah.
want something to be running, a music, a slide that is rotating slide, some pictures? Do you have something like that?
No, I do not. I guess, when people come in, we can just leave it at this cover slide.
This one?
Oh,
Yeah, this cover slide right here.
Okay.
So, if people come in and say let's say we get them ready to come in about half an hour, then we just leave it at the cover slide.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. Do you want to
And
have some
I
pictures
mean,
that you rotate?
It's an interesting idea of having
Yeah.
having
so-
some kind of a music. I guess for the slides, I can also attach music to it, right?
Yeah, you can. And let me see if I can. Hang on.
Yeah, we don't have
See
a
if I can
artist.
find something.
Do anybody think he's artistic in this group? I think we may need some artistic input for this.
For what? For what?
For doing this design, right? It's maybe the beginning part may be more interesting to have like Norman said, maybe some video, like a looping video. You don't have to be just a looping video when people are joining, they can see something, and maybe for something at the end. I don't.
Looping video. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that?
That's
I wasn't-
relatively simple.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that complicated.
Okay.
So what
No,
I
no,
would
no, because
suggest is
when people
you have the slides, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
create another set of slides with just pictures. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, but we already gonna have a photo tribute
Okay.
Right.
of pictures that kind of run through for 12 minutes.
Okay. Is there nobody speaking? People just looking at the pictures, right?
Yeah, that's already built into the program.
Which one?
The photo tribute.
Okay, you have that
I have that. It's already in there.
in the slides?
It is in the slides. It's basically, let me look.
Maybe we run through this program. Can we kind of simulate right now? Or
Yeah, let's see. Which one are you talking about? This one? Hang on. This one?
It's not in there right now. It's something that I have to put into a slide. Remember, the thing is I haven't created slides with videos, so I need to create slides with video. My original thing was that we'll switch to videos, but I think I can go ahead and make slides with videos.
Yeah, so they have a feature inside here.
Right.
I forgot what it's called.
I think John is talking about the step that right after Zoom dash Norman. That is the photo tribute in there. There's supposed to be all the pictures in there, right?
but we
Right.
don't have that yet.
Which
Yeah,
one?
right here,
Is
see,
somebody working on that for you right now?
1, 2, 3.
on what?
This video, that 12-minute video?
It's already done. I did it.
Oh, you did already. Okay.
These are all done. It's just a function of me having to link it to the slide.
Okay.
And
You don't,
I don't
you
have
don't-
I don't have all the videos right now. I'm still waiting for a few more to come in through this weekend, but I already have them. I just didn't put them in the videos. I didn't put them in a slide yet.
you don't have to. It can be a separate one. We just have to.
Well,
You
you just-
notice now I actually am moving behind the scene,
Yeah,
but you still see my slide. Right?
right, right.
That's because I paused the Zoom from sharing. So you can pause it and then you can show wherever is relevant to make it in between, like I'm showing.
So the
All
question here though is it more convenient if I were to go ahead and embed the video into the PowerPoint slide?
You don't have to. You just have to make sure that it's there, right? Like, can you see my screen right now?
I think it just in front of a lot of people, it makes things complicated if you switch back and forth. For a small group where people understand.
No, they won't see it. That's the thing I'm trying to explain. So if you have the slide, it's on Google, just say Google whatever, right? Google Drive or something like that. Okay, you have it, right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
What we can do is we can link it to, to this, right? We just put a URL, right? And put a link it, and then we put it there, and then we just turn it on and go one by one. Make sense? So in between, just say I pause, okay?
Well, yeah.
Hang on. So all of a sudden, now you see the screen. So it will be seamless going between the things because, I will be pausing to say, and I go back here, and then all of a sudden you see my screen again.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so if Norman, if you can switch back to the PowerPoint slide.
Yep.
So right now, at this empty slide that I just created or just added, at this position is where there will be a 1-minute video clipping of Rebecca talking at the hospital, saying that it's a win-win situation.
This one. Right.
Yeah. So at this point, I obviously haven't embedded anything, but this would be the slot where the video would show up.
Yeah, if you do it in the PowerPoint, it'll be more seamless.
Yeah. So okay. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Is I'm going to go ahead and embed these videos.
Do you already have that video? That video you can try to embed right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to do it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just so I can see. All right. Let me
So
get out.
while you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
So when we start, right, you probably have another video. If you want to embed it before this, that's fine. If you put another slide up front here, so you have a video that keep on looping.
Okay. So the thing is, I don't have a. Okay. So unless we take the video, I guess the question is.
It can be the same loop photo, right? That is in the beginning and the end, right? At the end of the slide, you can have one here as well, right? That loop. So people, if people want to stay for a little bit longer or whatever, just to see the loop of the videos, they can do that. If not, then they can leave.
So I guess the question is, so I have a 12-minute photo video tribute that was going to come up later. And if we run that in the beginning and the end, I mean, isn't that sort of kind of repetitive, especially in the beginning?
Well, some people won't be early. And after an hour and a half, probably they'll forget about it.
Yeah.
People have short memory span, John. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
I mean, you could.
Why does he always do this?
Do we want to run through the whole program? I mean,
Let's go through the program first. I think
Yeah, just run
Lance,
Can I let me see if I can go ahead and embed at least one video clip. How's that?
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
Fine.
And while John is doing that, one question I would like to ask Norman.
Yeah.
I never used the interpreter function before. So John has asked about that. Can we create a separate URL link for them to join the meeting that automatically show the Chinese version, or
Yeah.
or they have to
So-
get into the meeting first before then they need to choose the language.
So yeah, so when you have, when you create the Zoom, right? Or the Zoom automatically puts in like the whole messaging, right?
Yeah.
So you just pick one of those like phone numbers that they actually call. That number is somebody else's phone number that is doing the interpretation. You just put it inside the link. Make sense? So when you send out, instead of, let me show you. Hang on. Just say, I have to go and pull, hang on. Just hang on a second. Let me stop this.
Let's just welcome to tower. You always do.
I'll reach it. Cool. So it's just something that you set up your own self.
Yes.
Let me show you what I mean by that. Events. Oh, they took it out.
So what's the purpose for interpreter? Is just for the English speaking
Yeah, it's
participant to
It's for both English and Chinese speaking, because they're going to be two different languages being used across. I talked to Wang Li already. Wang Li is able to do that. She's willing to do that.
I don't remember where it is anymore. Do you remember going to like? Yeah, I think they took down the whole thing.
I'm still trying to find out how I can insert video into this PowerPoint slide.
do you use the PowerPoint or use Google?
He's
I'm
using.
using the Google slide right now. I still don't know how to.
So you just insert video.
I say insert video, but if I say insert video, it doesn't allow me to get to Google Photo.
Do you have the video in the Google Drive?
Yeah.
You mean I got to move it to Google Drive?
Yeah.
All right,
Google Photo is not Google Drive.
I got to move all that to Google Drive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I could not find the link anymore. They used to have a link that says it basically is a phone number.
Okay.
So when
But you
give out
cannot
the-
do a video in that case.
yeah,
You need
it's
to
a-
you need to call in you need to call in the phone number to get the voice, to get the
Yeah.
audio from it.
correct. Hang on.
Okay.
You can see my desktop.
Yeah.
So basically, just put in another number right here for like just say, oh, this is whatever for translation dial this number. That's
Okay.
all it is.
But that's just audio.
Yeah, just audio.
Okay.
There's no video translation. That's a human intervention. That's not. I don't think the technology exists yet to do auto translation. Not yet.
But then the person who is attending the service,
Yes.
she will need to look at the computer to look at the video feed, and then she dial a phone number to listen to the Chinese feed. Is
Yeah.
that how it's
They-
supposed to work?
Yeah, they look at the video and they call into this number. So
Oh,
when
okay.
they call in this number, it's the audio is going somewhere. The video is different.
I think I
It's just like a
overthinking
Chinese,
about the whole
when you go to
process.
the Chinese
Yeah.
service.
Because what I do right now is you can actually do all of them in one computer or on your iPhone. That when you are in a meeting, you can go to the lower part that is a interpretations. You can choose whether Chinese or English. And when you choose the Chinese channel, you actually have a separate audio channel for you to listen to the translator, to the interpreter. But you can
Right.
still see the video feed.
Yes. No. So the video is still the video. The
Yes.
It's just like you calling into Zoom, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
No, you're calling it to Zoom from the computer. But then when you get into the meeting, you can choose the audio to be from the English channel or from the Chinese channel.
Who's doing the translation?
Wang
Zoom?
Li,
Okay. Okay.
timing his wife.
Okay. So I don't know if that is a feature in Zoom yet.
Okay. That is the feature I said you need to be in the business
Oh,
plan to
yeah.
be available.
I don't even have that.
Just have a separate channel. Right? Just have a separate channel.
Yeah.
It's basically a different audio channel for different
Business
language.
plan, you have to have a different, like I forgot, you have to have like a 5 hosts or 10 hosts, separate.
Yeah.
50 hosts.
Yeah, that's a more expensive
That's a
endeavor.
lot more expensive.
You're right,
Unless
right.
you already have a business plan. We just
Yeah.
added one more host.
But it's still the same. You just calling in into somebody who's doing the interpretation. That's all.
Yeah.
You're calling someone else's phone number, and the other person is listening and they're doing the translation. They might have a a headset or something like that, and then doing the translation through the audio.
So
They're doing the
easier
audio,
way,
right?
maybe just get a different host. The host is an English host. You put the number there. There's an English host.
Do we
One.
need a translator, John? Is
Yeah.
that?
Pardon me?
Do we need a translator? I thought if we're doing in English, then
No,
Yeah.
because I talked to Timing Yuan, so that's exactly what happened was that with Wang Li, she did both Chinese and English. So at a certain point, if people needed English, she'll turn it into English. If some people needed Chinese, she'll turn it to Chinese. They
Okay.
just have to dial into that link, or the people who need interpretation will just have to go to that link.
okay. How does that work? I guess
At the beginning,
I've never done it, so
It's
that's what I think Raymond's asking.
It's a separate link.
So
As a
what I'm
separate link.
suggesting is you just get another host, like a Zoom host, like we can use our host. And that host is only for people to translate. Like Wang Li will be there and talk, look at the main video and translate to that host. And people you can normally at the beginning, you can announce that for this meeting, we're gonna speak in both English and Chinese. If you're not well versed, you need a translation when in either language, you can call into another number. That's basically another host, other than Zoom host that we can use.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Does it make sense, Raymond?
Yeah, but I need to think about how to implement. I never done that before, so I want to know about the logistics of doing that.
It's a separate Zoom meeting, but Norman gonna announce the number to call
Okay.
for that Zoom
Right.
meeting. Basically.
I might just
So
put it
we
in
just
the
create
slide.
we just create another Zoom meeting for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it is. You have to create a different Zoom. You have to create a different Zoom link,
Okay.
and that Zoom link will just be sent out all together. So there's like one link that's the general link, and then there's one that's the translation.
Okay, I see what you mean now.
Okay.
Um,
I'm still
okay.
having trouble for some reason. I do not know how to upload the video
You have a
into Google
PowerPoint?
Drive.
Do you like have?
You download and embed and upload again.
In order for me to embed into I guess I could open up the whole.
Browser probably only give you a limited choice, right?
You can, if you want to share, you can share your screen, John, so we can see.
All right. So where's my screen? Where's the share screen?
On the bottom.
But you have to move your mouse, he'll appear in the bottom row, in the middle, right in the middle, share screen. It's a green button. You have to move your mouse if you're on a computer. If you're on an iPad, you have to kind of touch the screen when you show.
Oh, even in the Zoom right now, there's a button for interpretation.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the feature I'm talking about. You can go there to
No, you already
I subscribed it already.
you subscribed already, so you got this meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
So Raymond, you need to give me a host privilege. I cannot do screen
yeah,
share.
make him
Oh,
a
co-host. You have to make people co-hosts to share, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can share. Let me see if maybe I'm a co-host.
Anybody, any co-host can do that.
Okay, that's right. That is right. That's right.
Yep.
You set up a meeting that way.
Okay, thank
We'll
you.
make a modification before it was any participant can share.
All right, so
And I already set up the meeting that nobody can share the screen, so nobody can jump in to share the content or whatsoever.
Okay, that
Okay.
makes
That's
sense.
good.
all right, so I'm at this slide. So where do I go ahead and upload the photo?
Insert,
the
Insert.
video?
insert on top.
Insert. You go up, insert all the way to the top. Yep, insert. Yeah,
Video.
video,
Push down.
and then you Google Drive.
Okay, so how do I get the photo from the Google Photo into the
Oh, well, you
Google
just have
Drive?
to go to Google Photo first. Close this. Go on your browser. Go to Google Photo,
Okay,
and you which one you want.
let's say this
You
one.
Click on it, and then on the top right corner, you see the triangle. Maybe it's a triangle. No, that's the link. Sorry. Go straight into the three dots. Yeah,
Little dot. Oh, we
and then
cannot see.
download.
One.
I think you only share that window.
Download. Yeah, no, it's coming. Download. There you go.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I downloaded it and then I uploaded again.
Upload to your Google Drive. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to upload again. You just go to the slides.
Like here.
Yeah, and then you insert, and then you can insert it from your, from your drive.
Drive recent. Actually,
You should be able
I
to.
think you have to be online. You have to upload it to Google Drive. I think, right?
Really? Doesn't.
Yeah, I think I have to
It's only
upload it
online
to Google
content.
Drive.
Because the video is online, so
Yeah, now you have to upload it here.
it's good probably to put everything in one folder anyway to better organize. So it's in a download. Download.
Not this one.
No, not this one. Where is that? I normally sort by date, but did you download it?
I did.
Yeah, you just close this. You can just drag it into it.
1, 2.
Yeah, cancel, and just drag it in. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
how exciting. And then
Now insert it.
um,
Yep. Select. Yep. Just enlarge it.
Make a whole screen or just
Yeah, you just drag the corners. The corners. Yep. Yep.
don't change your aspect ratio, I think.
You can change it later on.
unable to play video. Error number 5.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, that's because I click on the download. That's not because this, for some reason, this is not.
Formatting this video. So
How big is the video? It might take time to finish the download.
yeah.
Okay, you didn't. We cannot play it. I think because
No, I think it's still processing.
cannot access.
It says right there.
With us, you
Formatting this video so it looks great on any device. Check back later to view it. It's doing the
it may
format.
take a little bit of time. When you upload it, you're gonna like encode it. Now you can play. There.
Yep, exactly. That's what it's doing. It's encoding inside. You have to wait. Yeah, it's gonna format into multiple
Wait.
encoding or transcoding, so that it can play on like your mobile phone and web and all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right, so let that run for a little bit, John. So let's get back to the first slide.
All right. So you guys are planning to, so you're saying is that about 30 minutes before it was scheduled, we're gonna have this open up, people start filing in, and then you're saying just playing looping, right?
Yeah, at least 15 minutes before. So, people are coming in and they're not waiting, to be let in or something like that. I don't know. It's totally up to you.
Okay, I'll think,
That's just my suggestion.
I'll think about it. I mean,
You
there's,
can think about it.
I think to think about it as a real service. So there are people coming in early. They will be in the waiting room out there. Then we let them in, and when they're sitting down and ready for the service, you have some music and you have some pictures to show them while they're waiting.
okay.
I would suggest that we talk through the slides so we can understand the flow and
Okay.
where to help. So right now it's assuming Norman gonna drive the slide, even though he's a host, he can drive through.
Right.
He can drive the slide. So Norman would show his desktop, and then starting from slide. At the beginning, I think before the meeting start, you just show full screen, and you have the slide in your other monitor, each one monitor.
Correct.
And then you can show the full screen and then go through, and then we can talk through each slide, what happens.
All right, I'll stop John from sharing. All right, let's do the presentation mode.
Yeah, so first, that's when people coming and it's showing, or maybe that could be a looping video instead of this.
Yeah, John, you have to give access.
You have to share that video as well. Right now, it's only a slide is shared, but the video is not.
Yeah, John, you get an email.
Okay, so let me,
I would suggest maybe you just, you put only files relevant to the service to a folder, then share the folder. So that may make it easier.
Right.
So,
what is the, what do you expect when I'm sharing this first, John?
okay, so if you guys if we do the looping thing, then basically you just keep it open until.
Or do you just want to do this? Are you expecting us to just show this as the slide?
No. I guess what I'm saying is that let me go back here. So I guess what we'll do is that in the beginning, looks like I'm gonna have to create something else. Maybe some kind of a video loop, maybe something a little bit different. Or I could leave it as a cover here. And I wonder if I could insert like a link to a video or to an audio, and then have the music played. So I'll see what will happen. Either keep this cover and then have music sort of attached to it.
That's when people are joining, right? So either this will be showing or some other looping video will be showing. That's when people.
Right.
And
so either this will be showing with music around the background, or we basically do a different video looping thing.
Okay.
And then we move into this cover. Okay. I mean, if we do a different video looping in the front.
When the service starts.
And cover, and then the next thing is, so we'll start the service this way, and basically, here at this point, Norman could do a welcome and just say, so maybe right over here we need to make a change a little bit and just say, instead of welcome and invocation, we'll just do. Are you guys watching the screen as I am watching, or is this different?
I'm looking at Norman's screen right now. So Norman is cycling. So this is the beginning. So let's just talk about what we have right now. You can change it.
Right.
At the beginning, you're showing.
Let me first of all see what kind of screen is Norman sharing.
I'm already sharing.
Are you sharing?
You're not sharing. Norman's sharing right now.
Is Norman sharing?
Norman's screen.
Yeah, Norman's sharing. I see Norman's screen.
Yeah, it is Norman's screen.
I'm not. I don't see his shared screen right now.
You may
Alright,
have
let
to,
me-
if you
let
have
me
something.
share it
full
again,
screen, you have
so
to-
you can see it.
What?
It should pop up now on your screen.
Can you see it?
Do you see my screen, John?
No.
You have something full screen. Can you minimize it? Escape
Do
something?
you see my screen changing?
Yeah, I can see. Okay, I see that now.
Okay.
Let me move that up. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's say we have some, that. Then at this point, maybe we'll have Norman say something like, well, by the time this cover comes up, or something like that, the Norman, I guess you could say something like, good morning, everyone, or good evening, or wherever you are in the world. You can crack jokes, Norman, if you want. Well, welcome to the
This
Empress
is some
Tower
serious thing,
Celebration
man.
Live.
All right.
This is some serious thing.
So that's being shown when Norman saying the welcome, right? So this is the beginning. That's
Right.
before it starts. That's being shown.
So welcome. So Norman gets something in welcome, and then we can go ahead and move on to the next screen. Norman, whoever it is that's controlling it right now.
So is, hang on,
Oh,
let me
it's
share.
not showing.
So is this okay?
This is your okay. Welcome everyone. My name is Norman Wally, a good friend and brother in Christ. Who are you a good friend to?
I hope they know who I'm a good friend to.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, people don't know. What do you mean you're a good friend? I mean, what the heck is that? I mean, you could be a good friend to King Kong.
Yes, I'm good friends to King Kong. I'm here on behalf of Jane.
All right, we are here to remember and celebrate the life of Rebecca Lee Tai. Wow, thank you for capping my last name to her name.
I figured you like that. I figured that would be very monumental to you.
I'm not sure that she would necessarily would want that, but that's okay.
I think she will want it. She wants to be.
I mean, I think at this point it really doesn't matter because it's all about me, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Norman, on the TQ, the section 2, you have mentioned about want them to turn on the video. We actually turn them off by default. Do we want to enable it?
Yeah. So the video to show support, I think it helps with the visualization, at least for the family. So this is something that is a visualization for the family. They can see it on the side. They have a side panel, right?
Yeah.
And that can be seen if you do a side-by-side kind of thing, like a slide and a side. Some people have it, some people don't.
Mhm.
I don't know if John's gonna want to see that, but that totally depends on John.
Why?
So
The video chat, right?
With the video chatting, yeah. It's just like we can see each other right now.
See that people's face. So
Yeah,
no.
the reason I bring it up is because of the Zoom bombing that we have mentioned in last meeting.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I just want to confirm we want to do that,
To do what? To allow them to
show the video.
to allow everyone to show their pictures.
Yeah, I think it's just like what we can see each other right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should encourage everyone to turn on their video so that that there will be no weirdos out there that we don't know about, right?
Well, you're gonna have a password assigned to the Zoom video link. So
right.
The Zoom vulnerability, let me qualify that because I'm in the tech industry. The Zoom vulnerability is because people are just doing the 6-digit number and they
Without
just
the password.
Yeah, without the password. And that's what the vulnerability is. And without a password, anybody can join. They just have to find it. They call it almost like a war dialing. They call it Zoom dialing kind of thing. So they just find out, like, when they dial that number, they'll tell them when there is the next session, because that's what Zoom does. So people will join that session and then bomb. That's called Zoom bombing or video bombing. Anyway, so that's not a concern because when you send out the link, it comes with a password. Those people who have that link with a password will be able to join in anyway.
Okay.
And plus,
So
we
I
got
know-
co-hosts, and if we got somebody who is like acting obnoxiously, you can just kick them out.
So let me see. So you notice that I noticed that you said you're going to use a chat window to provide words of comfort.
Yeah. go for
So
it.
people can put chat. Okay, that's good. I think that's what Richard did, right?
Yeah.
I think, forgive me for correcting, but it should be words of consolation
Condolences.
or condolences. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Comfort and condolences.
CONDOLENCES. CENSES.
Something's not right.
S. You have SEN. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Good spell checking.
Okay.
Normally,
I typed this up last minute. Come on now.
This is pretty good. So you're gonna, okay, let me see the scripture, guys. That's the one I shared with you, right?
Yep. Come on now. I can share this so you can read
This
it.
is good. Okay. I like it.
Okay, so Norman, that's something you're still working on that you haven't shared yet, right? So, right?
You don't want to make me an editor, Norman?
No. Thank you, but no thank you. You can make your own comments.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then so we do the so we go to, so we have the in the opening slide, before we get to the win-win, you would already have that welcome, right?
I know. That's why I was like, how does this fit together? Like the welcome is already up in the front.
Well, okay, so you know what we could do is I can go ahead and remove the welcome, right?
Yeah.
And then you can, so right at the cover, right after the cover, maybe I'll move the slide welcome invocation right after the cover slide,
Yeah.
right? And then you can go ahead and, you know, you will do your welcome and then give your prayer at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then after you've done that,
So you want me to put prayer in here
yeah, sure.
right after the scripture reading, right?
Right.
I have to write the prayer section.
Well, you know, this is a preparation for eldership, Norman.
That's lay section, not my section.
Well, both of you can practice that.
I'm not elder material. Sorry. I mean, being a deacon is just a stretch.
Well, heck, I'm no longer a deacon, so there you go.
Well, that's because they asked me if I can serve another year. I was like, okay. I was not thinking about serving. But anyway, that's beside the point here.
So
So etiquette, opening speech, etiquette, right?
yeah.
So, question, you're gonna all in English, right? You're gonna all speak English?
Yes.
Yes, Norman will speak in English.
Yes.
Okay, so you will provide Chinese translation on the other line.
Correct.
Right. So Wang Li will provide the translation.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the final trial, we would like to put Huang Li in the trial as well, so she
I think
can
so. I
she
think
can
so.
practice the translation and we can test it in the different channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, and
And we
let
might.
me know what Wang Li's email is. So if we share it in the chat, I can
Yeah.
share it with her as well.
So it would be, yeah. Let me chat it to you.
Yeah, just chat it to me.
Yep.
I can share with her right now.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so once you do that, then we can move on to the next slide, which is the win-win situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory. So we're gonna pause here for, my guess is about 15 seconds so that people can take it in. I'm assuming here this is a point where Wang Li could also provide some translation if there's anybody who needs it to turn it into Chinese.
Right. So my comment here is a lot of words. So I don't know if people are gonna actually read this. You can just go to the
Yeah.
video. That
Maybe
video.
I should just read it for the people,
Yeah.
and make it a narrative.
You want to do that instead? I mean, one of the things I'd like you to write it out is simply just so that some people likes to, I think some people likes the text better. I don't know. I like the text better sometimes.
That's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Are you
it's
serious,
too
people?
much for a slide. That's slide. People are gonna read the headers. That's
Yeah.
all. They're not gonna read.
People get dyslexic over slides. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
All
there's
right.
3 lines of sentences, people don't read the 4th line.
Okay. I am definitely archaic. Okay. So, all
You're not
right.
writing a novel here.
This is not a novel. This is not a novel, folks.
If you have a brochure, then putting the brochure, that would be good. People will read.
We're definitely entering a world in which people are going to be illiterate very soon. So
Yes, we have Siri, we have Google, we have, whatever you want, Cortana, whatever.
Yeah.
They're all gonna do it for us. We all have personal assistants.
sounds good. Okay. So
One day, no, sorry, that would be too much. Elon Musk gonna have a brain chip.
That's right. Wow.
so Norman,
Yeah.
so you would go ahead and just maybe for this slide, I'll just call it a win-win situation in a big cap, and
Yeah.
then you will read it.
So I will talk about this a little bit. Instead of reading it verbatim, I'm gonna give kind of the highlight, of what it is. And I'm gonna talk it like a narrative, like, during Rebecca's visit, and she once said this to her visiting friends.
Right.
Versus, reading it,
Okay.
verbatim.
So if that's the case, because the next video clip was going to be that 1 minute video clip.
Yeah.
That's basically what she said in this slide, right?
And I guess you can probably expand the screen, right? For the video. I mean, for the video, down here in the video. Yeah. Right here, there's a lower right-hand side, right? You can open up. Yeah, there you go. Well, you can, yeah, even that.
So did you do optimize the Norman, like for video? Yes.
Yeah, I think
It's
Did
a
not
little bit,
optimize it.
not very smooth to me.
要穿的很漂亮，你说要把你最漂亮的，
it's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
That's better.
对，要穿的漂漂亮亮的这样子。
Yeah. So that's clear. So, and I think, so did you just use the YouTube maximization?
No, it's just the Zoom.
上去跳舞的，
Zoom has a
I think if we leave it as Zoom, that's probably pretty good.
黑漆漆的这样子，对，呀，好吧，
why it has a Palo Alto here. Do you have
What about
I see like a background flashing when you play it. I
the-
saw
Oh
some-
no, it's just me moving around the
okay,
stuff.
that's just
Okay.
you moving around. Okay, that's
All right. So basically, so Norman, whatever the summary is of the previous screen of win-win, is basically summarizing what she says here for the
okay.
non-Chinese speaking audience.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
the problem is
Should have
with
played
this,
it.
Don, like when we do this,
Yeah.
this particular piece, I cannot zoom out. If I zoom out, I then have to escape out of it, and it causes a little bit of issue.
we can leave it this
I
way.
guess I
You
can.
can just leave this way. You don't have to zoom all the way. You can make the video bigger on the slide, then you don't have to worry about zoom out, right? So you just
Right, but that has to be from John.
you can,
Oh, here's yeah. So
one suggestion. I think you can put a video first before Norman's explanation. So I think Chinese speaking people will just read we just watch the video, right? And Norman can explain it. Just
Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so this is very interesting. This is changes the order a little bit because Nathan actually is gonna lead the youth group singing, in the opening.
yeah.
And one thought, I wonder, one thought would be to maybe have that opening youth group song kind of loop. The idea that I had was that she plays this clip, right? This clip says, I want it to be a celebration. I don't want it to be a funeral. I want to, so, and then that's why I asked the youth group to sing My Lighthouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I think.
Yeah. So so one possibility is
Yeah,
once I
that's
get that
awesome.
video, maybe I can have that in the beginning,
The loop one, right?
and just loop along, like with this video, just kind of loop.
Right. If you let me have requests here, I'm gonna request, and I can adjust all this for you.
Wait, that's not it. Okay, so this is presentation. Okay. Yeah, I just gave you access.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so you just make it full screen, I think. Can you just right click and make it full screen, or you have to actually do it?
Full screen.
Okay, just
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah,
drag.
because this is a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
So, and we're editing it inside the
Yeah, just drag it bigger. That's fine. If you play it now, that should be good. That's a
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
do
要接我走，哈利
do
路亚。
the full screen slideshow.
Yeah.
If
Full screen
he
here.
does full screen, then he's gonna have to.
So try not to do full screen here. Just do the slideshow. Just
这样讲说，如果
otherwise you have to switch back and forth, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just don't do it here. Just do the slideshow.
I know. That's what I'm planning to do here, right? And once this is done, then I can go on.
Yeah.
There you go. Right.
So maybe what I'll do is if we move this video, Rebecca's video, and then then I'll have it combined with the youth groups in My Lighthouse. I'll just have them loop around before the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Then Norman can say something along that line. Just explain that video
Right.
as a part of welcome. So that would be good.
Yeah, so actually, instead of the win-win situation, when we get to this cover, maybe you can incorporate that win-win situation into your speech. Now, for example, you can say, welcome to Rebecca Lee Tai's thing. The video clip that you just saw was when Rebecca was in the hospital, expressing that that she's going home she's marrying Jesus. And so it is a celebration.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give like a quick narrative
Right.
about this, and then move on and let them hear about the video. I don't think. Okay, that's one way to. Nah, don't worry about it. I think that's too much. I think like the people who hear the video, it's a video, right? They can. I don't think that's translation necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thought is that I was going to say, based on what you guys said, is take that video clip, right? And also take the youth groups as My Lighthouse video clip and have them at the very beginning when people are walking in and just have them loop around.
But the video, this one, you want to put it all the way in the front?
This one and the My Lighthouse one.
That'd be too much. Because
Is that too much?
one, yeah.
Okay.
You want it to be light.
How long is a lighthouse scene?
I don't know. I haven't received it from John Ramirez yet.
This is a testimony, John. This is not a, you know, like a mood setter. You know what I'm saying? Like the My Lighthouse is more of a mood setter. You come in and you hear the song, it sets the mood, you know, cheer you up a little bit and so forth while you're waiting.
Okay.
This is Rebecca doing the testimony. I don't think it should be intermingled like that.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you should
It's overall.
be.
I think there's an overall message how you design this process sequence kind of help that message. Right? So.
Right. Well, you have to start. You know, you gotta start the celebration, right? The ceremony.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about her and do the introduction. Then once you have the introduction, you go in and you start to talk about, okay, what are the things that you're expecting people to do? How you go through the maybe whatever agenda that we have. And are you gonna come up with a brochure, kind of like a bulletin, not even brochure, bulletin, for people to know what the sequence are, and maybe we send out whatever so they know what to expect or whatever, like the order. Maybe, maybe not.
I wasn't planning to. I didn't see that with Richard Guo's.
Right. I think they also put it together really fast, so you're not gonna see that. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's do this. Let's go
Okay.
through the welcome, right? If you want to put a looping video, that's fine. We'll do the looping video in front.
So maybe we'll do the looping video for My Lighthouse at the front then, in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so as people come in, we'll just keep on playing My Lighthouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, once it's gonna start, this will be the slide that, I'm gonna welcome people with.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, I'm gonna recite the scripture.
Yep.
Right. And then we're gonna go into the next slide. Then we're gonna talk about Rebecca. Do you want to have that evocation first? Because
yes.
Yeah.
I just want you to have so since that case, you might as well do the welcome invocation together.
So this will be my welcome.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
This will be my welcome. This will be, where, I'll talk about, and then we have a little bit of, etiquette stuff and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then the slide for the next slide with the invocation, I don't know if you even need that slide for invocation. Here's a thought. Here's a thought. Okay, let's do this. Go ahead and do your welcome, your etiquette, okay? And at this point, okay, then you move to the next slide, which is the win-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where you talk a little bit about what Rebecca is saying here, and then you show the video clip, and
Okay.
then you go ahead and do your invocation.
Okay.
So we'll have to change this.
Just say invocation instead
Let's
of
say invocation.
welcome will happen.
How about we just, after this,
That's a welcome, right? This is a welcome. So after that, the slide later, just say invocation. Because already, welcome is already being done, right? It's already.
Correct.
Right. So you do welcome here. The welcome will include, so the welcome at this slide will be talking about welcome everybody, the etiquette.
Yep.
Right. And then you move on to the win-win slide, right? And you have the win-win video clip. And then you go on to your invocation, you go into your
So at this point, I'll probably be stopping, you know, the sharing, right? After I do this, I'll stop and then I'll do this. I'll talk about, to the people, welcome, blah, 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 right? So I'm thinking the slide should be there, right after like the looping video, or just play music behind it, whichever one you want. This would be like, when we're gonna start 5 minutes, we'll have this up, and then we start into the welcome, because then we have to explain. I have to explain the etiquette, the welcome, the etiquette, and so forth.
So the looping video with the My Lighthouse will end about 5 minutes before the start.
Yeah.
Then the cover will come up.
Yep.
And then when it's at 11 o'clock, you will start talking about, you will welcome, provide etiquette.
Yep.
And then the win-win narrative, the win-win, actually, you might even not even need the win-win slide. You can take out the slide as part of your welcome, and you just say, when Rebecca was in the hospital the first time around, she referred to this as a win-win situation.
Right.
And then you go ahead and show and here is a
like
video,
that.
and here is a video clip of Rebecca
Right.
talking about that.
Correct.
In China.
Yeah, I like that. So,
okay.
So let's
So
do.
So you can remove the whole win-win situation slide.
Yep. I go here and then I jump into the win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk about it and then.
You can hide it, just hide the slide for now.
And then show the video.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. That sounds good to me.
Yep.
Okay,
Anyone else have any comments?
that's fine. We can keep moving. That's good.
Okay, we'll keep moving. So once she plays that, then this will change to invocation.
Yep.
Okay. And then you'll continue on, and then after the invocation, this slide will come up. This will be the first hymn. Wait, hold on. Let me go back and look at what I had in the order. Okay, so I'm going to move this thing up here.
Where are you gonna move, John?
No, I'm just looking at this. I'm putting the video clip of the slide, My Lighthouse. So we're going to remove slide 2, win-win, right?
Right.
And then just go directly. You're going to talk about welcome and win-win, and then the video clip, and the invocation is a slide 2.
Right.
And then and that will be, and then you don't have to worry about, so in the invocation, then we'll zoom you in, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, then at the end of your invocation, according to my original thing, was that we will give the 12-minute photo tribute.
12-minute photo tribute.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
live of Rebecca. For the live of Rebecca.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of like so let me see if I can, is it okay if I share screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share the screen. Where am I? So it will be this. Right. So this would be the thing next.
This would actually be really good for the beginning.
Well, that was what I was saying, is that if we do that, we can, if one possibility is, move it.
That's a pretty normal way of, I think we have a service, move back the life of Rebecca at the beginning and the end. So people, if they miss a part, they can watch it. I mean, they can watch it later on.
Okay, so in that case then, so this is before start. we'll loop the video tribute,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
You can have that video
Right.
up there, right?
So
So it should be
we'll
all
just-
the way up front.
Yep.
Even before this. So let me see.
Right. So we'll play that the moment that we make it we allow people to start entering.
Yes. So
Right.
like 10 minutes before. So it was how many minutes? 15 minutes? 10
It's about
minutes?
12 minutes. It's about
12
12
minutes.
So
So
it's
12 minutes, 12 minutes beforehand or 15 minutes beforehand, we'll loop that, right?
Yep.
And once it's done, right, then we'll jump into this. That would be like giving like 5 minutes. People look at this, and then I welcome people. Then I jump into the welcome
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So
because then people know it's starting, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that would be great if you have that video,
Yep.
and then you just append it inside here.
Yep.
Once this loop is done, and we can even do the timer, right?
Okay. So so before start, you loop the video tribute, the video clip. Okay. So when you do the
You can
video
add-
tribute,
You can add a new slide, right?
Add a new
then
slide?
Yeah, and this would be where it is, right? If you just add that video
right here, right? Yeah.
inside here,
Drive. You have to put in the drive.
right? So you have to insert
Yep.
video, right? And then you just go to it.
Okay.
And the
So-
good thing is like if you have it on YouTube, you can even like pull it
If you want to put on,
by
It is-
URL.
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
If it's on YouTube, then just paste the YouTube URL in here.
I'll just search YouTube, right? Because that's
Yeah,
if
paste it
the
in here
public?
or search
Is it
YouTube. But you might not. It might be private, so you can put it as a URL in here.
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
That way-
I think it's on Hanmei's thing.
Yeah, just find it and then ask her where it is, what the URL is, and just paste it in here.
Yeah.
And you're good to go. And
Just
then once it runs, we can
Mhm.
even do like transition, right?
So okay, YouTube link to.
Do we have that copy local instead of on YouTube?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to depend on the internet connection to
That's true.
dictate the performance.
Yeah. So I agree with Raymond. Just download it and insert it just like this.
Yeah. So I have it downloaded already. So I'll just put that in there. Then.
Yeah, just insert it in there.
Okay.
And then
so
once
so
it's done, yep. Once it's done, then we'll just
that will
transfer
happen
it.
before the start.
Correct.
Okay. And then when we start, we have so where do we put the youth praise team singing My Lighthouse?
You can put it anywhere. I mean, the My Lighthouse can be a slide inside somewhere.
But I just say where it fits to the program. That's maybe right after the wing sort of. You don't have
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. So maybe then we'll have slide 2 cover, and you talk about the win-win, right? Video clip of Rebecca talking video. So that will be slide 3 video clip of Rebecca, and then slide 4 is when we'll have the video clip of My Lighthouse,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you can at least put it there. We can see how the whole program flows, whether the
Right. But Norman's invocation will take place after then the video clip of My Lighthouse.
Was
Uh,
that?
The invocation, will that take place after the video clip of My Lighthouse?
The invocation? It
Yeah.
depends on your order if you want that.
Well, the idea of My Lighthouse is that it was supposed to sort of talk about Rebecca saying this is a win-win situation. I want this to be a celebration. And then you have My Lighthouse, which is a more lighter type of music, right? More celebratory type of music.
Mhm.
And the question now is whether you want if we should have the invocation after that or before that.
I'm fine the other way.
Yeah.
Let's just do the invocation after that. We'll do
So you want
invocation.
to have the sequence would be what? You want win-win. So the win-win, this one, right? We're gonna take away.
You're gonna just hide it, I think, right? So
Okay,
you
we're
go straight.
gonna skip this slide.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then because you're going to talk about it, and then it's going to get to that video clip,
Yep, we're gonna
And
talk
then-
about win-win.
right? And then right after that one, then we'll have the youth. We'll have a slide with a video clip of the youth singing "My Lighthouse."
Okay,
And then we go to slide 5, and that's where your invocation comes in.
Just change it to invocation. And also Chinese character, first 3 characters you need to remove.
Okay.
okay,
And then at that point, that's when we sing. After you do the invocation, we'll sing the life's
My Lighthouse?
persistence.
which one? My Lighthouse? Where's My Lighthouse gonna be in?
My Lighthouse is going to happen right between Rebecca's video clip and your invocation.
Okay,
You're gonna explain something before you play Lighthouse? I think maybe that's where Norman can explain that video. And then after that, you get into My Lighthouse because it's a celebration, right? Because
Right.
of celebration. So that
okay, so what do we wanna do here? We wanna say it's a celebration?
this is a
Yeah.
My Lighthouse, right? So
What kind of intro you want from here?
So here, one thing we could do is right after this 1-minute video clip, or you could say right before the 1-minute video clip that Rebecca, talks about win-win and talks about it's a win-win situation, and it's a celebration, and so right after the video clip, we're going to have the youth group singing "My Lighthouse,"
yeah, you may introduce Nathan, or I don't know. You want to
which will be the youth group led by Nathan, Rebecca's son, will be singing "My Lighthouse" to celebrate his mother's marriage to Christ.
Thai. Okay.
How about that?
Sure.
Good.
Yep.
That's bigger.
Google translating to Chinese too.
Actually, it's an API for that. I don't trust it though.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so after that slide, we'll have a slide.
Oh, that's my one trick jungle.
After that intro slide, we'll have a slide after that with the embedded video clip of the My Lighthouse.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll make a slide.
One word. Lighthouse, one word.
They're banning your pocket thing.
Okay,
Okay. And then you have your invocation. Right.
yep,
So that's slide 4.
Okay, slide 4.
Slide 5.
Then it's life's persistence.
And then slide 6 actually is now the slide that says Norman is going to give the invocation. And then slide 7 becomes life's persistence,
yep,
right? And then we'll have a slide 8, which has a video clip of CCMC, our former church's recording of of the hymn.
Recording.
Yeah, they're gonna record it. They're gonna send it to me.
Okay. What is this? Is what are you talking about? This is okay. I guess the roommate, class.
Oh, okay. So then after the video clip of the life's persistence, then slide 9. This is Rebecca's college roommates from Taiwan, and then I'm gonna put slide 10, their video clip.
Okay.
Video clip of Rebecca's college schoolmate. Okay.
Are those just talking or singing or anything?
Yeah, they're just gonna talk. There are 5 of them. I think they're all gonna say something, and you know, okay.
Okay. All right.
And
All
then the next one will be slide 11, which is the cover slide for I Know Who Holds Tomorrow.
So you're gonna add a slide here, right?
Let me see. Where are you?
So this is Michael Lin. It's not our Michael Lin, right?
Not
This
our
is-
Michael Lin, no.
Okay. All right.
This is
So let me
Rebecca's
look at this.
roommate
So
video.
yeah. So right here, slide 10 is where you're going to have the actual video clip. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then slide 11 talks about the persistence, gives a intro to the persistence, and then slide 12 will be the actual video clip of the recording.
Mhm.
Which one? There's a recording
Oh,
for
no.
this?
I mean, slide 11 is going to be I Know Who Holds Tomorrow, right? And then slide 12, I'm going to add another slide 12 here.
Wait,
Basically-
is this a recording from Michael Lin?
Yeah, yeah.
Former CCMC. Michael Lin is from former CCMC member.
Not our Michael Lin. This is another.
Oh.
Someone else. I was
I was like, okay.
Michael.
So is this a recording or what?
It's going to be a recording. So I'm going to go ahead. So we're going to do a slide 12, a new slide 12. That's going to actually have that recording.
Mhm. Okay.
All right. And then slide 13 is Joanne.
Joanne. Okay.
You have a lot of slides, John.
Well, I mean, if I don't do it this way, what's the best way? Should I even remove references to people?
No, that's fine. That's fine. We just probably need to do some transition. I'm not going to introduce each one, right?
No. You actually don't do any. You don't have to do anything. You're not introducing each one because that's the reason why I wrote it out.
Okay.
You know, so like for each of, like, for example, for this cover slide, you know, we'll probably show for like 5 to 10 seconds, leave it there 5 so that people can see who we're talking about. Then we go to the video clip,
Right. Okay.
right?
So
That's good.
you create another slide, insert another slide.
So we can even do like a transition. If you have the video and stuff like that, you know, you can transition to a video and anyway, that's fine.
Okay, that's a little trick. I mean, refinement later. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no worries about that.
Yeah, you said that it was going to be a little tricky, so I think maybe I'll just try to embed the slide.
But yes, we're gonna do this, just the slide.
All right. Okay. And then at slide 15,
Oops.
right? So
How long do you know how long those videos? Are you haven't got it yet?
well, I got one video that's less than 5 minutes. I mean, I estimated each hymn will be about 5 minutes, but I think most likely it's going to be less than that.
Okay. How about the like her friends, classmates?
Her Joanne's is about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Her classmates altogether is about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Rebecca's testimony.
So this is Rebecca's testimony. So what we'll do is, and then we will have slide 16, which the embedded video clip of Rebecca talking to Cindy.
Okay.
Okay. And then,
So is just Rebecca being shown in the video or Cindy is also?
yeah, she's going to be the one who's talking. So I'm just going to embed that video clip there.
Okay.
And that's,
And
okay.
okay. At 17 is you have this introduction of this a grain of wheat. And then in 18, we're actually going to go ahead and do the video clip of that hymn, because you guys were all there. You were at my house.
Yeah, right. Remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
19. Okay.
Okay.
okay. And then slide 19 is when we have the family tribute.
Mhm.
So it's basically going to be me, Jennifer, and Minnie.
You're all gonna do it live, right, on the meeting? Not
Yeah.
a-
How
Yeah.
about Renee?
Renee is going to be represented by Jennifer.
Okay. So Renee is not gonna be talking here.
Well, you could do Jennifer. You can just take. I don't know. Renee might sit next to Jennifer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave it here. This is where we're gonna like stop sharing and then go to you.
That's right. If we go to me, and then they go to Jennifer, and then they go to Minnie.
Right. And that's where Raymond or Lay would like unmute their mic.
Yeah.
And you might want to have a sequence, John,
Yeah.
right? After you said, then you use a cue to say, okay, thank you, blah blah blah, or you're gonna say first, or you need to have that sequence in who's gonna say first and what's the order, and then that way you need to also have a cue to say, okay, thank you, that's all I have, and off to the next person, Renee or Jennifer or me. Right, you have to say that person because they know.
Okay, so maybe for the Zoom, I will lead it off. I was actually thinking about. So I'll lead it off, and I'll say that thank you, and then it will be me, Jennifer, and then Minnie.
Are they joining the Zoom from different locations?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Rebecca,
I need to load the list and the sequence of when and where they are going to talk, so I can mute them on time,
Yeah.
or mute and mute them on time.
yeah, we can, yeah.
Okay.
I think
And
we
after
can-
that, then
basically
slide 20 is the sermon,
Yep.
Okay.
and then we can zoom to Pastor Huang.
And does the pastor have some slide or,
No, he just talks. He just talks directly to the screen, I think.
okay,
That's fine.
And then slide 21 is when we will do the last, I guess, hymn, which is we'll meet in the Lord.
Mhm.
We'll meet again in the Lord.
Is this a live hymn or is this a?
No, Zach and Daniel, they recorded it too. So we're going to create another embedded slide after that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the next one, slide 23, is Milt Johnson benediction.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then after that, you'll zoom to Pastor Milt.
Okay, just unmute Pastor Milt. Okay. Assuming when they use a Zoom, they're gonna put in their name. Otherwise, we have to remember. I think we can rename them too as a code.
Yes, you can rename them.
And then the new,
Like right now, you can go and rename. Oh, I cannot. It has to be the host to rename people.
Yeah, you're not a host. You're co-host.
Co-host cannot rename.
Oh, okay. So Raymond can rename,
Yeah,
Yep.
just give me the name.
but Raymond may not know who people are.
I might actually give you the host so we can do it together.
Yeah, you can have more than one host.
Oh, no, host, you can only have one. So you have to transfer.
No, you can have two.
No,
No, you cannot. You
No?
need to
Yeah,
transfer the.
Oh, sorry.
that's transferred.
You need to transfer.
Yeah, co-host, you can have as many as you can. That's correct. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So
then-
after
then
that,
After Pastor Mills finishes benediction, slide 24 will be the video clip of the youth praise team singing.
this one?
Is that my life? It's my life. It's not
No,
my house,
You're
right?
going to sing a different one.
Okay.
So this picture of Rebecca, here's the thought, is I wonder, instead of showing this picture, well, I guess we could end with this picture. Or we could end with a looping of that photo tribute,
Yeah.
We can show this picture.
right? And then do a photo tribute, right?
Yeah.
And loop the photo tribute,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do a photo tribute after that.
right?
All right. Sounds good. And all right.
Okay.
So how the time add up? How does the time add up? How to say? Photo tribute.
So you're gonna have what, something else here, John?
For me?
You're gonna have something in between? This and this?
No, right after the benediction, we'll go to this. Well, what I'll do is with the benediction, we'll go to this photo, and then we'll just,
Does Norman need to talk after benediction?
yeah. So Norman, if you want to, maybe at this point says, thank you, everybody. That concludes our service, or something like that. And then we'll switch to slide 25, which would be, again, that looping of the video photo tribute.
Okay. So this would be kind of okay, this will be my mark, so.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stay there for people, like say, participant to talk to you? Still the video.
I could.
You want? Is that something you like to do? Like I say, Norman can say if you like to stay, but or nothing, or not. Just say meeting will end. Either way, it's you.
I guess if people want to stay on Zoom and talk and say things to me, I don't know how it's usually done. I mean, I guess usually after in a normal setting, I would be standing out in the hallway.
Yeah. Right.
But in this
We
case,
would have a reception usually after that, so people can talk.
Norman can say,
I don't know how it will go with 300 people talking at the same time.
right, exactly.
That's right.
Probably not a lot of 300 gonna stay, right? Just yeah, I don't know.
So Norman, I think at that point we can, you can say conclude with this photo. Thank you for joining us for this service. You can go home and have your own reception. And then don't say that. And then slide 25, and then we have the reloop of her photo tribute. Now, here's the thing that I thought about for Raymond. I noticed that for, I guess, all the participants technically have the ability to record this whole thing on their own. Am I right?
Yes.
Is there any way for us to control that, or should we just let them do it?
You have a.
Control what? I'm sorry.
Do you know any solution for that? I think you can always record. Let me see a record.
I mean, I noticed that for Richard Guos, they did not control record. So technically anybody can control it. Anybody can record
Anybody can record it, but we can disable that.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
just.
no. The recording, you have to request the host for permission to record. Nobody can record it. That's how Zoom works.
Yeah.
The host always is in control.
Okay, so maybe what we can do is that make sure that no one else can record, but we record a copy. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe I don't know. So Norman, you want to announce that in the beginning because you can you can't prevent people just record a screen, right? So that's
I don't think it. Not sure if they will go through that length. That kind of quality. This is not 1999 when
Yeah.
we recorded.
We can send them a
What's your-
cease and
depends on
desist
what's your
letter to take it down.
Ask the moment to announce something at the beginning. Just say, ask people at least say not.
Maybe just tell them that we will provide a copy of the services that they can
Yeah.
download later on.
Yeah. I
If you
can
wanna
definitely do
promise
that.
that, that's fine. But just say that.
Yeah, in the etiquette, I can say that.
Yeah. You don't want people recorded. That's John. Is that true? Right? Are you thinking?
We wanted to tell them that we'll provide a copy.
I don't know if you want to. If you do tell them, you have to provide a copy. So
Yeah, let's not do
You
that.
will be recording.
Then don't do that. I mean,
no, you just don't say anything. I think.
yeah,
Just-
it's John's call.
yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
we
promise
will
them.
record and then they can come to me and ask me, hey, John, did you record?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can provide a copy to whomever I wish to provide.
Okay. So you may deny.
I'm not gonna even say it.
I said deny.
I'm not even gonna say it then.
No.
Yeah,
Say
that's the
what
whole
you
idea.
want to say.
Yeah, don't say it.
Exactly.
Just don't promise it. So
Don't say it. I mean, we'll record it, but don't say it.
please do not record out of respect to the family members. Maybe that's something like
Well, we're gonna disable that option for them, right?
okay.
Okay.
I mean, they can still do like screen recording though.
Well,
Yeah, they can still do that, but that's what we talk about. We can have a lawyer to draft up a cease and desist letter.
well, it's
send to them.
okay. I'm not that. No, I'm not that.
So depends on what your concern is, then yeah, you have to decide what you want to do. I mean,
Well, I don't. I mean, if they're gonna go to that length, I mean, that's their choice. I mean, it's just that we won't provide them with the option to record directly through.
okay. So you don't. If they really recorded it, I don't think you want to stop anyone, right? Because
Even if you tell them, they'll still record it.
well, but if you tell them don't record it, you can sue them if you really want to stop it. But if you
Okay,
just
I'm not-
say that you don't want them to record it, they record it, then you don't have a legal standing to ask them to do anything, right? So
I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not. That's not my point, guys.
okay. Yeah.
That is not my point.
So I don't know what your concern is, but it sounds like you had concern, but
I don't know. I guess yeah, I don't know what my concern is right now. Maybe I'll change my mind in 3 days.
okay.
That's right.
Then you need to ask Norman to say something at the beginning. You can say it, ask people not to do things you don't want them to.
If I ask Norman to say something, it'd be very simple, like,
Yeah.
you know, you can record. I mean,
Okay.
Then just
Then you don't have to say because they can.
unless there's a concern, let's
Yeah.
not get into that.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm trying to let my brain have a little time to think about this. Maybe I won't think about it, but in 3 days, I'll suddenly have an epiphany.
Okay.
Holy Spirit will say, go ahead and let him record, John,
Yeah.
because this is about sharing the gospel.
The testimony. So
You're gonna see the recording anyway.
I know. Yeah. I mean, it's like,
So if they see the recording, then they won't record it.
Yeah.
They're gonna automatically assume that you're gonna have a copy and
Right.
they're gonna come to you for the copy.
right.
mhm.
Because
I mean, I don't think
more
they're-
they'll say
I
this
am
session
not-
is recorded.
I am not aware that between Rebecca and me, there are a bunch of weirdo friends that we're not familiar with. So except
Why do
one-
you send out to your weirdo friends anyway?
yeah, well,
It's
Anyways.
invite only.
okay, so let me think a little bit here. Okay, so
Right.
I guess the only thing left is I'm going to go ahead and update this with the appropriate video clips. And then Raymond, I guess you're gonna try to explore a little bit about the translation link.
Yeah, I will test it out the feature, how to use the feature
Okay,
with another run, and I
Okay.
will let you know how it works.
Okay.
But we might need to let people know aware of the icon in the bottom of the page that they can pick the channel to listen to.
okay. So, but I mean,
Okay.
like, when the link be created in advance so that people who want the translation, they will choose the appropriate Zoom link?
Yeah, I can even put it in here too, if you want to, about the etiquette and all that.
Because I think I remember from Richard Guos is that they actually had a separate Zoom link that says,
Yeah, I think I overdo it. I think I over engineer it. The way that you are doing right now is a totally different approach than the one I have in
Oh.
mind.
oh,
And you make the call of which approach you want to go.
I'm trying to
think-
keep, I'm just trying to keep it simple.
Okay. What do you think, everybody?
Yeah, I
It might
don't know
be a
how that
similar
works. It looks
thing.
like they can. So the way translation is available on this meeting is they can just switch to different channel like English or Chinese,
Yeah.
and then but then its question is how the translator gonna sort of being hooked in, right?
I think it's the same thing. I really do. It's because like when you change
Interpreter,
the
I would say
channel,
interpreter.
it goes to like a specific number. Like like how everyone has a channel right now, right? We're all calling in through our
I
channel.
never use that feature, so I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It basically it's just a number. So
Yeah.
whoever, because you're getting the video, we're all getting the feed. We're feeding into the server. The server is feeding it back out to us individually. So when you call into that number, that one person, whoever's talking to that feed.
No, this
you just
actually it's not a calling to a number. It's just a switch. You see? Do you see a little toolbar in the bottom?
Right.
see
But
the
that's just the
input.
output, right? You're just getting the
That's
output.
the output, right? That's the output from somewhere.
Exactly.
Who provide the input?
So just say Lei is the one that has the output. Then whatever Lei is saying, that's the one I'm receiving.
Okay.
But not what
Um,
Raymond's saying.
Like saying,
Not
if I
accumulating.
have a interpretation off, then I just see you speak English. I just hear you.
Yes.
If I say I want an English translation, I actually not hear from you. I'm gonna hear from
from
someone else. But
yeah.
how that someone else is getting into the channel?
Yeah. Just say Raymond's doing the English translation,
Okay, so what
right?
about-
So then I would only hear Raymond.
Correct.
And if I choose the Chinese translation, then
So you
I'll only hear,
actually
just
pick
say
a
Lei's
translate-
doing the Chinese translation, then
you
I'll.
actually pick a translator, Raymond? I don't
Excuse
see.
me?
Do you actually pick translator when you set up meeting, like an English?
Yes.
translator?
You can put multiple translator actually.
Okay, so you can make one person.
I can make
translator,
one or more persons
another
to.
person to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically create a audio channel for that person, so people can listen to what she said or what that person will say.
Okay, and
I wonder how that works because like the person needs to know what's
yeah,
being
people
presented.
need to listen to the meetings and talk to another channel.
Right.
Talk-
They might have to have like a hearing here.
I actually
talking.
have you as the translator of this meeting.
Okay, if I can try it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't we have Lei try it for a second? Let's see if that works.
可以做，就是我说做中文，you made me translator. I make a translator off. I cannot hear. Normally, assuming you're talking English, let me
Yeah,
translate.
I'm talking English, and
因为在说英文。
yeah,
Can you see?
Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
hear it from Chinese translation? Are you
I
making?
hear both. So I think I need to test it out of how it's supposed to work.
Okay.
And because all of us are co-hosts, we might be able to hear everybody.
I don't.
So I think we need to have someone to be just a participant and see how is the interface
Why don't you take Lay off co-host and just make him a
But Lei is the translator.
yeah, just make him a translator.
Yeah, you can
I
make.
assign Lei as a translator
Yes.
already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
For what, Chinese?
Chinese.
Okay, so can you just listen to the Chinese translation and see if you hear Norman talking, or you just
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Norman 在 test 在测试
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Norman 在测试
I can hear all. I mean, let me go.
Try again.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I cannot hear Norman.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Uh,
Yeah, Lei, I cannot hear you.
Norman 在测试1、2、3
Oh, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
So can
Okay.
you
What happened here is when I do the interpretation, when, for example, if I choose Chinese, then I have the option to unmute the original audio. If I choose to unmute the original audio, I can only hear the translator talking. If I did not do that, I hear both.
I
okay.
see.
Yeah, there's a unmute.
There's
Okay.
an unmute right underneath the.
I have a translator off, so you can, as a host, you can do, okay. All right, John, can you get it or not? Maybe.
I mean, I see the interpretation with, right now I have it off,
Uh,
but if I change it to English, what happens?
You still hear both.
Right.
But
And,
Norman,
but if you highlight the unmute original one, then you will only hear whatever channel you choose from.
You have to mute the original audio. So you choose Chinese, right? So
Yeah.
we're talking about the Chinese.
Right, so I choose Chinese.
Yep, and I mute the original audio.
So I already mute the original audio.
Okay.
And then what?
测试
And
Norman-
you should
Norman-
technically not hear me,
I hear you.
but
that
you,
was-
I don't know.
Okay,
Well,
John,
I do hear
let's try to pick Chinese and then
I
mute
don't
the
hear
original
I
audio.
don't hear Raymond and I don't hear Lei.
You don't hear Raymond and you don't hear Lei?
Now I don't hear you.
You don't hear me?
Okay.
Okay. That's funny.
It might be too
I don't hear
complicated.
any of you guys now.
Maybe it's too complicated.
It might be too complicated for the like first time.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
person
anyway.
come on
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear anybody now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. But you should hear Lei. Lei is it's too complicated anyway. Let's do the old way.
Yeah, I think maybe the best way to do
Think
it is
about the
just
problem.
create a separate link,
Yeah.
right? And then Wang Li can call, she can also get into that link and she'll be ready sitting there. And then people who wants translation can go to that link.
So Wang Lei need to get into both Zoom meetings.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of whether how can we simplify the situation. Can you
Yeah, so the question was separating a separate link, would that still be able to get you into the same?
first of all, I think first of all for the slide we can all have a bilingual, right? English and Chinese. So people don't need it any, so they can catch something when they look at the slide.
Yeah.
And for
The only issue comes up is during when people speak, right?
yeah,
Whether they speak English or they speak Chinese.
okay.
So if you look at it right now, right, audio setting, right, you can switch to the phone, right? There's a phone number to call in.
Where?
Switch to phone audio, right? And then it'll have like a bunch of number.
Phone audio.
I don't see that. Let's see information.
So if you go to your microphone, there's a little triangle right next to your microphone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Switch to phone audio.
Yeah.
You see that numbers?
Right.
So you just have to give that number because that person will be dialing in and they'll be calling somebody. You follow? So that you just give them a number
That's
to
what you
call
mean.
into whoever's listening there. So they're just doing that translation through the phone.
but no, but that's this is like according to this meeting. So they
Right.
call into this-
Right. So they're still
Okay.
in that they can still see the whole thing, but
Yeah.
they're calling in to listen.
But they listen to this audio while we're talking, so that's
No,
not.
no, they won't be.
Yeah, that's not.
It's just video. It's just video.
No, no, no. When you're talking about, so when you say this is a phone call, right? If
Yeah, I
they
think if you even make the phone call, you still hear
the
the
same thing
general
other people
language.
saying, yeah, on this.
I don't remember how they did it.
Yeah, that's why we need to ask how they
You
they
need to
actually
ask.
do it.
Yeah, that's why I asked John to ask Mingwei
Yeah.
how that is done. There is a separate, like, I'm
Okay.
sure you
I
can
can
find
check
it.
it. So
It's a
who
logistic,
coordinate
it's a
that?
logistic issue. I think if someone done that before, we better ask them how they
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, I think I did ask Tsai Ming-yuan, and he said
Yeah.
basically they created a separate link.
Separate Zoom meeting, right? Just
Zoom
a
meeting.
different Zoom meeting.
Well, let me see. Hold
So
on.
they
I
can,
think they are setting up a different Zoom meeting.
yeah. So in that Zoom meeting, they only talk about the translator will talk only say Chinese or only English. Do you have an English interpreter or just have a Chinese interpreter? Or is it only going to do both?
I think she translate from English to Chinese.
Zoom's simultaneous interpretation allows you to connect with colleagues
and customers in multiple languages in a single Zoom meeting. With Zoom's unique audio channel architecture, meeting participants can select their language channel of choice to listen and participate in meetings. The meeting audio will be simultaneously translated into their preferred language by live interpreters, and participants will hear their translation at 80% volume with the original speaker at 20%, so they can still hear tone and intonation for greater understanding.
Welcome to all our offices around the world.
Oficinas en todo el mundo. Estamos muy felices de que se puedan unir con nosotros. Hoy vamos a...
Interpreters can be assigned by meeting hosts as the meeting is scheduled, or assigned during the meeting itself. The live interpreter will be notified as they join the meeting and will be able to both see and hear the participants of the meeting for which they are interpreting. With simultaneous interpretation, you'll be able to get more done with anyone. Just another way Zoom is bringing the world just a little closer together.
Where's the in meeting? There's an in meeting tab, right?
I think that's basically what we are doing. We just need to find the right settings to do it the way that it shows us.
Yeah, my concern is probably too sophisticated for the casual.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's not a good solution.
Okay, we're gonna do this quick demo
Oh, wait, I
video
got
of
another.
the Chinese translation feature in Zoom.
Huh?
So are we going into this meeting with the the translation feature turned on? So first we're going to assign the translator among the participants. So Norman is our translator. So
Oh, it's me again.
I'm going to
Norman.
assign him to be the interpreter.
Norman.
So we could have multiple interpreters, but for now, this one we just have one. So we're gonna
Translated Chinese. Okay.
start this
Where did she click? She clicked on
open. You see here,
interpretation.
Norman's
You
name
go to manage language
and
interpretation.
Chinese indicator.
There's a
There,
manage
and Norman,
interpretation.
you ready to be the translator? Okay, great. And now our audience that needs Chinese translating, George, you would want to change to the Chinese channel. Okay, on your menu there. So choose the Chinese channel so that you will hear Norman instead of hearing me. Okay, so now are we ready?
Norman's not ready.
So now I'm gonna start talking in English. I'm gonna tell you really briefly about my favorite bedtime story regarding a monkey riding on an elephant to the forest, and the monkey pulls the elephant's ear to tell the elephant to turn right, and then the left ear to turn left. This way they come to a tree with lots of apples, and the monkey tells the elephant to get the apple for him, and the elephant pulls the trunk, gets the big apple for the monkey. So that is my favorite story to this day. And that is why I'm pulling people's ear every day in my work as auricular medicine specialist. Thank you. Any questions? So our Chinese participants can ask me a question. George? Oh, I need to be on an English channel. That's right.
OK，我想问一问，
很好啊。Okay, good. I want to ask Lisa. Did you count that in all this story? Okay, how many apples you pick, and then you share with the elephant? Since you, yeah.
Thank you. That's a good question. I think I took the biggest apple and probably did not share. I don't know if I remember sharing. But I learned later on I need to share, and that is what I learned in Landmark. Sharing is the best way of loving. Thank you. Thank you for your question.
Yeah. So with that, I guess you can do it. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I see Raymond muted the original audio. So if you choose either English or Chinese, or then maybe then you can hear only that session.
Okay, I just choose Chinese, and I do not. I used to hear Norman speaking, but then when I choose the Chinese, I don't hear you anymore.
Okay.
You mute original audio, 你有没有把 original audio mute 掉
？No, I didn't.
I'll mute. 所以它如果没有 mute 掉，你可以听到原来的 original audio like 20%, right? 它会 change 那个 volume of original audio. 但是
对，我有看过那个 feature， 但是我没有，我 testing 好像没有那个。
现在谁是 Who's the Chinese translator?
Okay, make me the Chinese translator.
Okay.
说 Norman 讲话。
Okay. Hi everybody. I have my favorite bedtime story. My bedtime story is about an elephant and a monkey. And the monkey would pull the elephant's right ear and pull the elephant's left ear. And well, is anybody translating? No, I'm just talking.
Raymond, you ended language interpretation.
I know, I did. I'm redoing it. I hit the wrong button.
It's like talking, and I see no one's mouth moving.
Yeah.
Okay, now John is the English Chinese translator.
Okay.
Okay.
所以我现在是 I choose Chinese.
Do I choose English? Is that what it is?
Okay. John, can you talk?
I can talk.
I can hear you.
Okay. I don't hear John in Chinese.
Okay.
What do you want? You want somebody to say? You want me to say in Chinese?
Doesn't matter. You can talk.
No. Okay, you say in Chinese. I'll say it in English. So, I have my favorite bedtime story. It's about an elephant. You can translate. It's about an elephant.
我睡觉前最喜欢听的故事的话，
elephant
关于一个大象。
has a friend who
这大象有个朋友
has his friend is monkey.
这个朋友他是一个猴子，一只猴子。
The elephant's right ear.
Okay.
不对啊，反正我听不到这样讲。我听不
到 John 讲话。John, when I assign you to be the Chinese translator, do you have a pop-up say I'm ready to translate or something like that?
Not really. It doesn't have. I mean, what I have here is no, it doesn't.
I can hear him when he's in the Chinese interpretation thing. Yeah. So like on the bottom of the screen, on the right side of the share screen button, there's that interpretation thing.
Yeah.
And then you can pick English or Chinese. And when I'm on the Chinese channel, I can hear him.
But if you mute the original audio, you cannot hear. I can only hear John if I'm unmute original audio.
Yeah.
So
I think there are some limitations to the software, so I'm not sure.
John, can you talk again?
John，
John,
在
can
讲
you
话
hear me?
吗？
Yeah.
可以再讲话吗 Can you speak again?
You want me to speak again?
Yeah, in Chinese.
你
我们的猴子朋友。
你算老几？啊？啊，你老大是不是？
OK，
That is Rebecca talk. OK。
这次 I think I hear John， 但是我没有 hear 那个 Norman 和 Raymond。所以 that works this time I think.
Oh, you heard me saying?
No, like okay, let me just turn off translation. Now I can
我
see.
现在在 English，
我刚才听到
我现在在 Chinese
我刚
channel，
才
我听不到
听到 John，
Norman 讲话。
Going to Chinese， 我听到 John， 但是我这样 mute，
我听不到朱雷讲话。
我就
哦，你听不到鱼了哦，你
你听得到我吗？你听得到我吗？
I think we're a little bit confused.
We're totally confused. I'm confused, but hey,
I think it is doable. We just need to test out the correct settings to tell people to set it to do it.
Hey, you guys are the IT guys, man. I just
no,
read
I think it's workable. I think it's totally doable.
I
think it's doable.
But
I just read and write. That's all I do.
You just have to make sure that we iron out what is the correct steps. Do we have to mute the original audio, or maybe Raymond can mute it, right? And then whoever chooses Chinese will only hear the Chinese translation.
Yep. What we know now is when we check on off, then there's no translation. We just hear the normal audio.
Correct. That's everybody's feed.
That's everybody's feed.
The translator.
Yeah.
Right. Is that with the exception of translator, right? Do we hear the translator too?
Who is the translator right now? Only John. Oh, wait. John is not. No,
yeah, I'm not the translator anymore.
Yeah, John is not even joined.
Oh. Okay.
所以 translator 必须要 join 那个 channel 吗？
If you assign me as a translator, wouldn't I see that I'm a translator?
Yeah, I think when we add you as a translator, you should have a message say you are the translator. Right. You're ready to talk.
You assign me to be Chinese translator again?
Okay.
I don't see anything.
This video tutorial will demonstrate how you use Zoom's interpreter.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Julie, I just add you as a translator.
Okay, you have been assigned the translator English to Chinese and Chinese.
Use the interpret features and do a search for interpreter or enterprise plan. Only the host must have the prerequisite plans. All participants in the meeting.
I cannot hear Lei. Yeah, that's
good. Hear Lei. Let's put Lei in Chinese.
Please put your account and click on settings.
Okay, that's good. I cannot hear Lei
I
at
see
all.
Lei has the interpreter thing showing up.
Does he? Oh, yes, that's right. In Chinese. Yeah, Lei can see you as interpreter.
I can see as on the participants list that you're a co-host and interpreter.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Once you've enabled language interpretation in your sessions, you can skip this step.
Lei, you're sharing something? Lei, you're not moving. You're frozen.
Oh.
Lei.
I can hear you.
Hey, Lei.
Okay, so Lei cannot be the host because if this thing crashes with him being the host, then we're in trouble.
No, I can always take that host assignment, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh.
I hear you.
I hear you, but you guys, your Wi-Fi is very, very bad.
Yeah.
I finished the computer.
Okay, so your wire is very bad. Really?
It's just you though. We are fine. We see
Yeah.
everybody.
It's just you. It's not. We're okay, actually. I'm gonna take over now. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah, you have to take over,
Okay.
and then you'll stop like his sharing.
And I'll stop sharing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's him. He's off.
yeah.
I
He's
think
out.
I think his kids just blew his computer.
Well, his kids are playing games.
Okay, I stopped his. I have stopped his sharing already. You can take over.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
His kids is watching too much YouTube.
That's right. No, it's playing a lot of games.
Well, he has 4 kids.
That's true. Oh, he dropped off. And then there's a security button on the bottom, so you can actually
So Raymond, can you assign me the interpreter?
Sure. Let me do that again.
So we have to choose a channel, right? We can off. That means we're hearing everybody. Is that what it is? We don't need interpretation.
So I can't hear Norman now.
You cannot hear me?
No, but I don't
That's
see.
good.
Well, I can hear you now.
So cannot you not hear me?
I didn't hear you before, and then
Let me go to English. If I go to English, you probably won't hear me. But you're not a interpreter yet.
No, I'm not assigned an interpreter yet.
Yeah, you need to be an interpreter.
I have been keep assigning to you, but you are not taking it.
Yeah, for
John, you need to pick it up.
What do I need to do anything on my
Yeah,
end?
you need to accept to be the interpreter.
You keep saying that you are not joining. I even put your name on it.
Change his name or something.
You know what? Let me put Ethan as the interpreter to see if that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could.
Ethan is the interpreter.
So you don't. Something's wrong with John.
Yeah.
Something wrong with your computer, John.
Yeah, is your computer, your kids playing game?
No, not on this one. They're playing somewhere else.
That's what he says. Let's admit, he's just kidding.
Okay, so now Ethan is the interpreter now. Ethan, can you talk something?
He's in Chinese. So if he's saying something,
yeah, I can hear you.
Then come back.
Are you saying something?
No, I'm just saying I killed everything, so I left the meeting and come back.
Is Ethan still saying something?
Who?
Yeah, if you switch it to English, because right now he's designated as an English interpreter.
Okay.
So if you switch it to English, you can hear him. But if you
Yes,
switch it,
I can hear him now.
if you switch to Chinese, then you
Yes,
can't.
yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Who is the what? Sorry, let me check.
So I have to select English in order to hear him.
Yeah, because he is the English interpreter now.
Got it.
Well, it's English. So when you are interpreters, that's why I think I might crash when I try to share my screen. If he is an interpreter, he will see a little button at the bottom, just choose English and Chinese.
Oh, okay.
He can pick either one. So he can switch one the other because he can translate in 2 channels.
Makes sense. So if you click use off, then you don't hear him. Right, Ethan, can you say something?
He has to switch back to English.
Okay. So you have to subscribe to a channel in order to hear the interpreter.
Right.
So
UA is now English.
Let go switch to Chinese, because right now we cannot hear you. So go to Chinese. Okay, you went to Chinese?
I can hear you, Ethan.
Yes, now I can hear you. Okay. So Ethan keeps talking. Okay, yeah. So now I can hear Ethan.
Yeah.
When I switch
Okay.
into English, I can hear Ethan.
Yeah.
If I switch
Right.
to
Can you
Chinese,
talk? Can you switch to Chinese channel? Yiling?
You're in Chinese? Yeah, we cannot hear you now. So
Yeah,
I
even
can
if you
hear
go,
him
oh,
in
okay.
Chinese channel now.
So when Yulei is as designated as a Chinese interpreter, or change it to the Chinese channel, I can't hear him unless I switch to the Chinese channel.
correct. Yep. So that's good. That's what we want.
And right now I can't hear Ethan because I'm on the Chinese channel. If I switch to the English now, I can hear Ethan.
Correct.
I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. No, it works well.
Yeah.
And he can hear us. We just
Now
cannot
both
hear
Ethan
him.
and Lei are English.
Yes.
So does that mean that whoever gets assigned interpreter, they get to choose, they can switch off between English and Chinese? Okay. Okay. All right. So then that's how it's going to work then, is that whoever is the assigned interpreter, they're going to switch off between English and Chinese as appropriate. And then whoever needs the interpretation will have to choose the appropriate language. So if they want Chinese, they click on Chinese. So I think this is exactly what happened. Wang Li at the Richard Guo service, where there is a need to interpret into Chinese, she turned on the Chinese channel, and all those people who want to hear Chinese would also switch to Chinese channel. And then when there are things that need to be interpreted to English, she goes to the English cycle, and then all those who want it in English, they will have to click off the English cycle.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think it works.
So let's keep it this way then. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's leave it this way for now. I'm going to talk to more with Taiming and Wang Li and see that, because that sounds like that's what they did then.
Yeah. And I think we shouldn't leave the English in there. It confuses people.
Because they have the same.
Can we not have the English in there?
Because they have the same subscription as what Raymond, which is 500 participants.
Right. That's the same Zoom.
Yeah.
I think maybe we can we actually disable the English interpretation or not have it there?
I think that is default. We cannot even. I'm going to end the interpretations first to see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, because that's designed for the two-way communication, English and Chinese. So
yeah, I think the English is the default. You cannot disable it.
It's two-way.
Got it. Understood. Yep. It makes sense. Just like the video just now.
Yeah.
Because you pick first, you're going through one channel and then you go to the other channel. Yeah. Then the lady went to the English channel, so now she can hear the other person speaking.
Hey, so John, most participants speak.
And the translator is translating back too. So they're switching from Chinese to English, English to Chinese. That's what it is. Okay. So it makes sense. Yeah, it's making sense.
So most participants are English speaking?
Yeah, most of the participants should still be English speaking.
Okay.
There's only going to be a very small subset that might require Chinese interpretation. And those are the people calling in from Taiwan or even China.
Okay.
I only know 2 people calling in from China.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mention that little button,
Found there.
the translation, and then subscribe to the Chinese channel. But who's gonna say that in Chinese?
你要讲中文，用中文打给大家讲。
Norman?
我可以帮你讲。
I can say that. I can translate. Yes, I can do it. I will do it.
Can you show your screen? Actually, can you, Raymond, can you enable that interpretation again? And Norman can show.
Yeah.
So
enable the interpretation so I can do a screen capture.
I don't know. In the iPad, it probably, hopefully, it's working the same way. But
who again? Okay.
It's working. Okay, so like no, I don't see it. Okay, I know I don't still don't see it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
No, that's the interpreter.
What do you want to?
Oh, just
So
that's fine. That's fine.
can you make Norman English and make Lei Chinese?
Make Lei Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I switched it to English, so I can hear you. You're an English interpreter.
I think the interpreter can
He
choose
did.
their own language.
Well,
So,
no, you are.
yeah.
Oh. So Yulei is now Chinese. Now I can hear Yulei. 因为他把你弄为那个中文的，那你自己可以变成英文的吗？ Okay, you can. Okay, all right. So the interpreter has the ability to switch between Chinese and English.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I can hear Norman because he's in Chinese, but I switch it off to English and I can't hear him anymore. Yeah. Okay. Yes. 我现在到 Chinese, so I can hear you. No, Norman's right here. Yeah.
Norman's in Chinese right now.
So if I switch to English, I should only hear Ethan then. Right, Ethan? Right. Okay. So you're it. You're good. I don't hear any of the other guys. Yep. So it works. So I switched to Ethan and I don't hear Norman and Yulei anymore. I switch it back to Yulei and Norman to Chinese. I can hear both of you. He's not talking. Oh, because you guys can't hear each other. Otherwise you'll conflict.
Yeah. Sure.
There you go. So I'm going to take a quick capture. Oh,
Okay. So 基本上 so it's working.
Yep. Why is that the case?
Racist.
How can I take this?
Can somebody say something?
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
so
Lei, okay, now I can hear Lei, I can hear Ethan. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna turn myself off so I don't need interpretation, then I don't hear you guys.
Yeah, I'm not an interpreter anyway.
Okay.
I want to capture that button, that the interpretation button. I don't know how to capture that. Anyway.
Now it's already off. I think Raymond turned it off.
Yeah, he did.
I turn everybody off. Yeah.
You can turn it back on. I think Norman, can you just at the beginning you can share screen and just explain to people how to do the translation?
Yes. I don't think you can actually share the Zoom screen per se.
You can capture it, I think.
I'm trying to capture that.
if we cannot capture it live, I think they have the screenshot on website. We can actually copy from the website.
Oh, they do have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, I will click on English.
They probably do. Yeah, I need to go to the Zoom website.
It is strong, but we haven't tried
Yep, they do.
You see my website? You see my share screen?
Very blurry.
Hmm.
You have to like click on the you have to click on the whatchamacallit, on the sharing
I did.
on your screen. There
Yeah.
should be like a
Oh, okay.
that's at the optimize on the bottom. If you go to share. Yeah. Oh, you already have it.
I already have it. Yeah.
Huh. Not sure why it's so blurry.
But anyhow, when you Google Zoom interpretations,
Yep.
you will find the how-to, and that's a pretty clear screenshot in there.
Yours actually have Chinese in there or something? Is that Chinese?
Yeah.
I have one that does not say Chinese. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. I have that.
Okay.
Yep. See that. Should I even make it like a slide? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you can do that. Yeah, I'll put it into the slide so people can, go to it. I think that's the best.
I just put the link on in the chat room so you can check
Yeah.
it if you want to.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Okay.
You ugly. Can't do that.
因为我听不到你讲话。
Okay. All right, John.
All right.
I just put it in as a slide to after my discussion.
Okay.
After the Rebecca's splash page.
Okay.
That's a listen to the language interpretation.
Okay. All right, so there's 26 slides now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I hear now, but only in English channel. Okay.
Does anyone else need French and German?
Spanish, maybe?
Oui, oui. Comment allez-vous?
Comment ça va, monsieur?
Ça va bien.
Ça va
Tout?
bien? Comme ci, comme ça.
Comme si. Mon chéri.
Sorry, I'm not a homosexual. You can say that to your spouse.
I know. I know.
But you have to say not mon chéri, you have to say ma chérie.
Ma chérie.
Because ma is feminine. Mon is masculine.
See? Now the French X-ray is coming out.
I did take 6 years of French.
I know. And you just wasted it. You
I know,
can translate
totally
the French part. If
I
someone
totally
clicks on
wasted
it, you can translate this French now.
Not really.
I can
Okay.
have Neo do the German.
Oh, that's a hard language, man.
Wow.
German is a hard language.
It took 2 years, 3 years of it, so you should be fine.
German is a hard language.
Okay, I'll turn off everybody's interpretation so we can talk and
我
listen to it.
刚才讲英文你们都听不到啊，因为你们
听不到。
听不到。
channel 所以就听不到，你只要
对，没有在你们的
listen
channel。
like English channel 你才可以听到。
Yeah， 它其实是这样的，它是那个 input mic， 它就把它 block 的，就是 yeah。
OK。
它的 sound， 如果它的 sound 是从它的 speaker 出来的话，它就 block 的那个cancel 那个 audio from going back to the mic。
All right. Okay, so we run through the program. That's good, right? So the program sounds good. You can still update it.
Yeah, I'm going to update the slides, and then I'll run it myself just to see, make sure that how does it look. And
you got all the videos.
Yeah, and then we can probably arrange. When are you guys available next week for a run with Pastor Huang and all that stuff?
Yeah, usually I think sometime at night it will be good. 7.
Yep, night will be better.
Okay, night about what time? After what time?
For me, 7 to 10.
Okay. How about Raymond?
About the same as except for like youth group nights or something like that.
I'm fine. Just let me know what day you want to be.
But you need to also invite other people, right? Or is that still
right? So youth group nights are Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Yep.
Do you think you got the content ready by Wednesday?
Oh yeah, I should have everything ready at the latest by Monday.
Okay.
I've asked for all the video. I already got another video already clip. So hopefully I'll have everything.
Okay.
So this time, that probably is the last trial we are going to run. So we just want to run the full link and make sure everything's working.
Yeah.
Right.
Before the real time.
Before the real thing. That's right.
The real thing.
So we can look at Thursday night if it's possible.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Right. That gives us about 2 days.
Yeah. And it's okay, guys. Don't take it too seriously. It's not the end of the world if there's a glitch.
I'm just gonna leave it on. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
God forced my arms, so here I am.
It's in God's hand. So.
Yes.
Everything. I'm learning that everything is in God's hands.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
Amen to that.
It's better in His hands than in my hands. For that one.
Oh yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be too much pressure.
Yeah. That relieves you too. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have to assume the responsibility.
Yeah.
I think we're good here.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. and your effort. Very helpful for me.
Make sure to contact Huang Li that she will be ready for the interpretation part.
Will do. Will do. We'll have it all set up, and this will be interesting.
So on that day, I think we're gonna just admit you still need to turn on the waiting area, right? So we just, as a co-host, you can assign like up to 10 co-hosts. So we can help at admitting people.
I will try to. I already have some name lists from people overseas, so I'll try to get those names to you guys, so you guys can get an idea, as well as actually also some people from Rebecca's former coworkers.
I think on that day, I will start the meeting earlier, so I will. Then you guys, when you guys sign in, I can assign you as co-host. Then we wait for the participants to come in. We let them into the meeting room, and then we start the process.
So people from the church, they may just attend, right? Pastor is gonna send out a link.
Right.
We usually just admit until we really see somebody that we should pay attention to.
Well, right now there's a link, there's a meeting code, there's a passcode, right?
Okay, right. Yeah, Pastor already sent out a link, so. You probably got a lot of participants with not on your list. That's from a church or someone.
Yeah, it's more about April sent out the link to some other brothers and sisters from other churches already.
Okay.
So is the link sent out to all the?
I think Pastor Hong has sent out the link already.
Okay, good. So we're ready to rock and roll. Let's get to go.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
And John, since I sent you two links, one is for the dry run, another one for the real thing.
Yeah.
We might want to double check we send out the right link.
For the real thing? Yeah, I've tried the real thing, and it does say July 18th at 11 a.m. Standard Time. Yeah, and that's the one I sent out to Pastor Huang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So slide 20 need the order of, order of speakers.
Yeah.
The order of speakers?
Yep.
Oh.
I think for those, we probably, for us, co-hosts, we just unmute them. We don't necessarily mute them, right? They can mute themselves, but just leave them unmuted.
You still need to know who's going to say next.
Well, yeah, your family will be just leave them on mute.
Right.
You don't have to mute them, right? So.
Right. It's not about muting or not muting, because it's about knowing who's going to talk next.
Right.
Right. It's that order. Once you know, and they don't know if you're gonna, you finish, you're not finished, and then whose turn? I'm waiting for you. You're waiting for me.
So yeah, John, are you gonna give them a time limit, or they don't really have a time?
I think they already have. I already know how much time they're using. Yeah, so they're so they've already done their practice.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the next thing is we're not gonna use live YouTube, so probably don't want to be multicasting that out there.
Right.
Right, or webcasting it out there.
So. Yeah, I actually tested out that the live we will be delayed for about 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, sounds about right, because they need to render it too.
Yeah.
And the best part is just to record it on the cloud or whatever, and then or record it on the local computer, and then pass it on to John that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the best way. I'll just upload it onto like a Google Drive and then share it to John. I think that's the easiest.
Yeah.
So once you have the speaker order of the speakers, then it makes more sense. And then maybe you should, have them part of the dry run on the next one, so they know the sequence of things.
Right.
Maybe you want to do it Friday night. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we could, but let me let me
Finally,
just.
no, we actually have a home group meeting. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, I think it's
there you
coming
go.
too close.
We do have a home.
Yeah. So Thursday night.
Okay, we'll shoot for Thursday night tentatively.
Thursday night. What day is that? Let me see. 16th. Okay, 16th. Yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. So we'll stay in touch and then plan to regroup on Thursday night.
Okay.
That's good.
Sounds good. I think we have a good agenda here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
see you guys.
All right. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Raymond.
Bye.
Thanks, Night. Thanks, Ethan.
Thanks, Ethan.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys.